Hi, Sean from Go-Wirral. I've got Cam with us. Cam is known as Outdoor Cam on Instagram, and which he's massive on Instagram. So I'm just made up to have someone who's massive on Instagram
Yeah,
coming and speaking to it. We're just like a lowly starting place, and yeah, bit of a lad on Instagram. And just, do you want to just introduce yourself to people who might not know you?
so on Instagram I'm known as Outdoor Cam, but my real name's Kam Murray. And yeah, just a local lad from the Wirral who just likes to be positive, likes to do hard things, likes to challenge himself, likes being outdoors, likes the gym, and just likes to share positivity, really.
Now, this came across you when we've got a shared mate in Alfie from Whittle Webbs,
Yeah.
and Whittle Webbs done a shout out for Go Whittle because he's on it, and then you added me, and I was like, I got onto your page, and then I was like, this lad is boss, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because that's what you do with other people. So you just big people up, and actually that's what I want to do with Go Whittle. Go Whittle's not about me; it's about like celebrating everyone else.
About the
And I just
community.
think that's the best way in life is just to give it to other people and pass that positive on to other people, isn't it? But like since I've come across challenging their resilience, challenging their own mindset in terms of positivity and remaining positive throughout challenge. I tried to have I was like on the border of having a cold shower this morning because I watched the video. I was like, I can do this. And then I couldn't. But
Yeah,
I'm nearly there.
I still have that struggle with it each and every day. Like I might do them every day.
Yeah.
Started them about 3 years ago, getting
Yeah.
into them, and then come and gone with them, and then probably the last 5, 6 months have been relentless. No, there's no choice. You do it every day.
Yeah.
And it's weird how something so small as that 60, 90 seconds, 2 minutes, where you
Yeah.
don't want to do it, but you do it. It just
Yeah.
boosts the energy for the day. It makes you believe
Yeah.
that you can do anything that day. I always think it's the hardest part of your day, nice and early. So everything else, whatever the day throws at you, it can just roll then.
Yeah, and I love it because I almost done it. I nearly done a cold shower this morning. And
Start
then I also
small.
learned some words because you do word challenges. So I learned about the word
Yeah,
cogent that I've never heard before. And I was like, right, okay, so I'm learning something. I'm going to challenge myself. And that is just through looking at your page. That's without even looking at the community that you're building. So yeah, quite modest, but you're onto a lot.
just come about because I normally always test myself with physical challenges and stuff like that. And I was like, I want something a little bit different. I've got a friend, Dylan, Debo Fit. He's a fitness coach from the Wirral,
Mhm.
kettlebell coach, and he's been doing it. It's called the Higher Up Wellness Challenge. Basically, for 100 days, you have to speak to the camera about a topic. I was
Yeah.
watching him doing it, thinking, "Wow, this is boss. I want something like this, but I don't
Yeah.
want the same. I want to test myself something new." And I just, word of the day come to me. I was like, it's something different. Some days the word comes to me naturally. It might be something we know, but it's something I want to speak about. Other days, I'm out here researching, finding new words I've never heard of.
Finding crazy words like cogent.
Crepuscule, which is basically the moment of darkness after the sunset before it's
Yeah,
completely
man.
dark. Just all these crazy words we'd never heard before, but now I know
Yeah.
people are starting to use them, and it's just boss to see how language can grow.
Yeah, yeah, love it. So testing yourself not just with your body, because yeah, it's like it is important to keep challenging your mind in it and growing your mind, growing your vocabulary as being a part of your mind. You're trying to achieve the same thing as that I'm trying to do, which is we're trying to spread positivity and connection, like connection to each other.
Definitely. The world's a better place when we're connected. We've seen it throughout history. Tribes, they're better when they're in a community.
Yeah.
People are very isolated today. Everyone's stuck to the phones. I can spread a
Mhm.
bit of positivity through the phone and maybe encourage someone to get outside or try something different or put
Mhm.
themselves in a bit of a challenge. Why not? And
Mhm.
if a post goes up and 6 people see it, 6 people see it, if one of them person takes the message, it's done the job.
Honestly, mate, you're absolutely spot on because it's the same.
On the Wirral, because we're
Yeah,
surrounded by water and freeside, there's that community that needs to be together.
yeah,
There's only so far you can go on the Wirral until you go
yeah,
one way up towards Ellesmere and Chester. We are a big community and we need to stay.
yeah. Absolutely. So it's like trying to get it back together in a not in like a post social media world, but in an existing social media world. It's like, is there a way that we can have like technology and not hide from each other? So like social media being about who you know, this is about where you live. That's the way I look at it. So it's about Nichols ice cream as much as it's about like outdoor carrick philosophy.
It's the basis of my fundamental beliefs of how to improve yourself. brick by brick. It's like the day by day, you lay a brick each and every day to start with small incremental changes to grow yourself as a person. There's no need to wake up. I used to be guilty of it 2-3 years ago. I want to make a change. Okay, I'm going to make this crazy morning routine, do this. And you set yourself up for failure straight away. If you can just start with small incremental changes. I always come back to how Rome wasn't built in a day, but they laid bricks each and every single day until it was this masterpiece we know as Rome. So I just try and embody that mentality in my life, and that's where the phrase brick by brick comes from. Just keep chipping away, keep building yourself each and every day, laying the bricks, laying the foundations of who you want to become.
I love it. And I think it makes me picture it. Do you get what I mean? So I picture that like foundation, and that's why I like it, because I can visualize it. And when you get your head around it, you're like, you're talking about building. You're like, how did they build that? You can't comprehend how they can build something.
That's what they would have done.
Day by day, I think that's why it sticks to me. Unbelievable. Right, so that's brick by brick. You're obviously very, very proud of Wirral, where you're from. Whereabouts are you from, Kam?
So Bevanton Ways is where I grew up most of my life. I couldn't even reside in Liskeard now, but I'm here and there and everywhere, all over the world. I like to go and explore the whole world, really. We live in a very beautiful place. We're quite lucky.
Yeah, it's right. So that's what I was about to say. So do you think that, like, being from Wirral, so I'm right, my granddad's from Wirral. We then met me nan, they went over to Huyton, so I grew up in Huyton and Anfield, so I missed the generation in Wirral, and then I've come back here for the last, you're looking at 12 years, and my kids go to school here and that, and always have. And it's like there's something about it that is like, for me, it's dead like power. It's where I spent all my childhood anyway, going to like Parkgate, going to Thornton enough to play footy because they had actual goals. Do you know what I mean? We used to drive to Thornton enough because they had goals.
It's a truly beautiful place, and I remember a couple of years ago someone said to us, unless you've been here, you really don't know about the beauty of it. We've got a coastline which stretches virtually the whole peninsula. We've got walks everywhere you go. There's beautiful places to watch the sunset. There's little quirky spots you can go for food, like Oxton, West Kirby, New Brighton, quirky bars. There's just so much to do here and so much to see, and it's also quite peaceful. You don't have a lot of trouble, really. 1 or 2 areas, but you get that everywhere. But it's I just think it's a beautiful place, and we're very
special in it. There's something special about it that needs like preserving. For me, it's like it needs.
So because I grew up here, I know people are very humble here. I come from humble beginnings. I grew up in Rockford. It's no fancy area. It's quite rough and beaten down at times, but you learn it's about people. It's not about where you come from. The people here, there's a lot of connection. I've got friends in different parts of the country, and they say, it's mad when we come around your ways. People actually say right to each other. People speak to each other. You go, I think when you go down to London, people bump into you and don't even say sorry. You can't go for a walk down the road here without saying right to someone. I just think that's us. Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone wants to keep each other. Are you okay? I went for a walk last week. No phones. Went for a little walk around the park. On my way back, I just got speaking to an old lady. Speaking to her for 15 minutes. She used to speak about what job she used to do, what job I do, what she's been up to today, what I'm doing. And it was like, that's just come about because I went out with me with no phone, just on a walk, and just walk past each other, and we were going the same way. And I just
connected.
Yeah, connected. And it just shows we live in a really nice area that people can do that. You go to places in the country and people aren't like that.
Yeah. And like your where are your favourite places then, Kam? Like, so if you want to go and just like reset yourself, where'd you go?
Sunset. I love Parkgate for the sunset. Just sometimes get a chippy. Sometimes it might just be a cheeky pint watching the sunset, or a little walk down the front.
Yeah.
Occasionally go Mr. Chow's on a rare occasion because you can't not. It's a brilliant Chinese, but it's just a nice place to be. It allows you to take a step back and just appreciate what's there. I think anywhere along the coast from New Brighton all the way to, say, Morton, West Kirby, anywhere along there, beautiful as well, because it's just vast shoreline and it's a lovely coastal walk. So wherever you are on the Wirral, if you need some steps, it's a great place to go and just do a little stretch of it.
Yeah, and where you talk about Parkgate and like, talked about like me family and skipping a generation. So I'm speaking to the fella from Nichols on here soon, him scream like on that front and just being like, when you're from Huyton, mate, that like
It's
Yeah.
a common place. It allows you
Yeah.
to be present, to take a step
Yeah.
back from life and be present. I think that's
Yeah.
why I was growing up there.
Yeah, love it. Thank you, mate. So, this positive attitude, you've got this brick by brick mentality. Where does it come from? Is it natural? Is it a skill? Do you have to practice it? Is it like, are you born like that?
No, I definitely wasn't born like this. It's something I've developed over years and years of just trying to be more positive. I've always tried to find the funny side of things growing up. That was always me. I'm quite a easygoing person, but I've just established and built this mindset through practice, through doing hard things, through doing the daily cold showers, through taking a step back at times and looking at life, through reading, through watching other people on social media do hard challenges, listen to their perspectives. And my mum has always said there's that idea that people in presence with them, that's the main thing in life, and tomorrow's never promised. Do you know what I mean? So enjoy where you are now, be grateful.
Mhm.
I'll try and practice gratitude quite a lot. Try and look at my life and go, I'm having a hard day, but what have I got to be grateful for today? I've got a car,
Yeah.
I've got a house, I've got bottles of water in the fridge, I've got so and so I can speak to when I need a conversation. Just
Yeah.
them little things we take for granted, and when you take a step back and look at them, you realise how lucky we really are.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because, like, gratitude is a skill in it, and it's a practice,
Yeah,
and it's like something you've got to work at every day to try and remember. And I forget all the time, and I fall off the wagon with it because my life exponentially increases in quality when I'm grateful, when
definitely.
I'm passing it forward, when I'm giving it out, when I'm giving all the goodness to everyone, and thinking of myself last, and the world, it just improves instantly. It's like it instantly improves,
Yeah,
but you still have the potential to like slip back into like,
no,
oh, there we go again every day and that. And it's
I
just
think
interesting to hear that, like, you still, like, as positive as you are, to start every day and that.
yeah, it's still something that I can quite easily get up and have fun. That's only happened through practice of doing it.
Yeah.
I have a little section of notes in my phone. Don't do it every day. The aim is to do it every day. But if I think about it, I go, well, I'll put it in my notes here. What's the date today? Say it's the what? 28th of April. Okay, 3 things I'm grateful for in life today. Bang. And then if I'm ever having a low moment, I've got that there as a little backup to go, I'm on a shit day here. Let's have a look. I look at all these things I've got to be grateful for, all these
Yeah.
different things I've had to be grateful for at different times in my life.
Yeah. So the list gets
And
so the list gets bigger and bigger.
sometimes certain things will reoccur and you go, how boss is it that I've had that in my life for this long? Or I've got
Yeah.
that person, or I've still got this. Other
Yeah.
times things change and you go, oh, they might not be in my life no more, or I might not have that thing anymore, but how good was it that I used to have that?
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
that
And
job. I used to have this situation in my life that I no longer do.
do you know what? It's amazing to hear. And sometimes, like, obviously, my background's in homelessness, so I've worked in homelessness for 20 years in Liverpool, and that's, managing hostels, managing like people with complex needs, rough people. It's like that mindset that you're talking about.
As I said, tomorrow's not never promised. So be grateful
Mhm.
for the opportunity of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
It might not be perfect. You might want a million things. You might have struggles. Be grateful for them. Be grateful for the hard times you've been through. They've probably taught you something about yourself. Learned a lot through struggle and adversity. So I sometimes take a step back and look at, well, what's been going wrong in my life lately, or what have I recently overcome? How good is that I've overcome it, or what have I learned from that? Be grateful for the lesson in it.
Yeah, it's nice, mate. It's really nice. It's very, very inspiring, actually. So, like, if someone doesn't know you and they come across your page, like I did, so didn't know you because I don't really live in the world of Instagram. Do you know what I mean? I'm almost creating the Wirral app as not as an alternative to social media, but like something different. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be something different.
Rather than global in a way, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, with that, I just like that's for that. And then I want the Wirral app to be doing the events and that at the minute. The events are in there like as much as they can be because I'm doing it all. But what I want eventually is for people to be like basically like space moderators that they just put their own events in themselves. So the calendar, many things from like car boot sales through to like Coldie playing at home or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Or
that's me dream.
something which like is a everyone can look at and go, that's something for me, that's something for me. That's not for me, but that might be good for my sister or my auntie.
It gets them outside doing stuff that's actually happening. So that's the aim. So like, but I found it obviously because I have to go through social media to try and get people over from there. So if someone come across your page and they hadn't kind of known about you before, what would they expect from following you on your page?
I think you're going to see a bit of that. Sometimes you're going to see me just talking to the camera about some thoughts I'm having there and then. You're going to see me sharing about cold showers. You're going to see me talking about mentality, positivity, posting a lot about the CIC charity we run, Raw and Real. Big up. So yeah, that's basically, you're going to see a lot of me sharing a lot of that and a lot of the work I do with them. So I don't know if you want
That's what I was going to ask you next about, like, so usually, right, so when you get like people who are big on Instagram and that, they don't usually have a thing, like an actual thing that does something. It's usually like their personality, it's about their journey and that. But you have a thing, don't tell people about it, because you're going to do a much better job than
the men's mental health through resilience. We want to build resilience in men and young men. Idea, literally sat in the shed having a catch up during the times of lockdown when you could only meet in 2s and 3s. We had this idea, like, men are killing themselves too much here. Something needs to change. We need to help people in our local area. And we just come up with the idea of, well, let's set up a walk and talk. Let's get men out walking, talking. We started that, got that going. And from that, we've just built this huge community of multiple sessions a week. We offer 5 to 6 sessions every single week, virtually all free of charge. There's only one session, there's a small fee, and that's just to cover the pitch hire. So we cover a football night on a Monday, running club on a Tuesday, men's kettlebell session on a Wednesday, the walk and talk on a Thursday. Then we have a time slot at Go-Wirral up in West Kirby, which is sauna and cold plunge, and we have someone there from the team who will coach you through the breath work of how to take on the cold plunge properly. I'll go and get involved sometimes, and then we have another coach, Paddy from Sam Padmore. He'll quite often coach you through that. And yeah, it's just this brilliant community we've got of anywhere between 50 to 100 lads coming down every week.
Just unbelievable, isn't it?
Boost the mental health, build resilience, get out. We've got our mottos: get out, speak out, get active, speak out. Left me mind. It's not very good, is it? But yeah, it's just we just want to get.
It's open up, speak out, and get active.
That's it. The nerves. Yeah. But yeah, open up, speak out, and get active, and that's just our morals. That's just who we are. We want people to be authentic and genuine. We know that life's hard at times. Yeah. If you come down to a session, there's no pressure to talk about the fact you're struggling. We don't want to ever put that pressure on someone. The space is safe enough that if you do want that, you can pull one of the volunteer leads away for a one-to-one. You can speak openly with the group. And if you just want to come down and just forget about what's going on for an hour, that's what we're there for too.
Like footy, innit? Like that was what footy was, wasn't it? So back in the day, you'd go to play footy to get away from everything, wouldn't you? And it's almost like a continuation of that.
We do on the Monday. That is mainly why a lot of lads come. There's no pressure. We're no official team. It's just a kick around. Sometimes
like Kam, good.
You know what? It's got better because a lot of lads come weekend. We CICs. We've got it quite close to a CIC in Wellington called Talk Up, and they do a football as well. So we quite often, every couple of months, we'll meet up with them and we'll have a match. We'll take 15 of the lads who come every week, and we'll go up. We'll have a match, normally an 11-a-side match with them, and yeah, it's quite a rivalry there. Yeah. It was the first time, and the last time we played them, the quality of our team had obviously gone up quite a bit because I won't tell you the score.
Because you got ringers in.
It was quite healthy in our favour. Should have said the scoreline last time.
Spots that, isn't it? So what is it, like 1-1 in games now?
1-1. So we need to decide that. Yeah, we need that. I don't know, because we've gone up to their A's and we've gone up to their ways twice. We want to try and organise them coming down our ways. We've always had the idea of hiring the Oval out and trying to sell it like a ticketed event, get people down to watch us. But that's just something we're still working on in the background. As you know, it's a lot of work to plan something like that, and especially when we're so busy with 5-6 sessions on every week.
Or Tranmere as well, because Tranmere do it as well, don't they? They hire it out.
Yeah, so the idea has always been there. It's just a case of actually pulling it together and trying to get the time slot when we can all arrange it. They've got
Do you all work as well, Kam?
all the volunteers in our department work. So we've got 10 volunteers currently for director, compliance officer, and on the ground volunteer helping with sessions. So the whole team still volunteers. Everyone still has a full-time job, and we do this around our job. We don't take a penny from it. We've never took a penny from it. Any money that we do ever earn just goes straight back into the community.
Do you get funding from anyone to do what you do?
So it's hard. We've very rarely got funding. We've had funding once or twice to come in. But yeah, it's difficult. As I say, it's difficult.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's just hard to write the bids. It's hard to write the bids for the right kind of thing and make it fit and all that. And then getting a yes off people, they make you work for it, man.
Bids as well as we've got one person on the team who's quite good at looking for bids. If we didn't have him, we'd struggle because it's something totally new to me, totally new to a lot of us. So lucky we have someone who has an idea about that sort of thing full time, as well as donating a lot of time to the sessions. So finding that time to sit down, search for them, and obviously apply for the bid, and then you still might not be successful. So
here's an offer of support from me to you. So what we will do is kind of get you listed on the Go-Wirral site under the support services section. So I'll do like a little listing in that for you. And then your CIC can go in for the community fund vote. So I don't know, have you ever heard of Positivity Club with Jess Trigg?
Yeah, the name rings.
It's like children's mental health and for children who struggle with anxiety and that. Sorry, man. Go ahead, Kam. Sorry.
I think the Raw and Real Instagram and them, I think we follow each other. Obviously, I don't tend to run the Instagram because I'm so busy on my own. But I do see every now and again a couple of check in on it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we follow them. I'm sure we do have. We spoke to them in the past as well.
So again, like Jess does it all, she does it all voluntarily last month. So basically what it is, all the membership fees and listing fees from the businesses and that, they go into the pot and then the community votes for where the money should go every month. Oh, wow. So I'll put you in for that fund for next month, basically. So that would be, you could go in April's, it'd probably be April's pay. So then that would be May. So you find out whether you won it in May, essentially. Only be a few £100, but it's something, isn't it? And that's the point.
It all helps. It's one of them. It's like pitch higher every week sometimes if we don't have enough to continue doing the work we're doing. So, and especially when we bring new volunteers in, obviously it helps because we have more people on the ground who can help. However, we've then got to put them through that training that we've all got our training matrix for. So, yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, good on you though for keeping on doing it and being so positive throughout it. Because again, it's just people understanding in it that like, there's a lot of people in the world that don't put all this effort in, and then there are people that do. There are people that work and put that effort in, and I think that's what like Go-Wirral is there for. Is to go, no, actually we recognise these people who do this extra because they need to be recognised. It's like you. I looked at you, and I said to someone who runs the community website, Instagram, because that's who we've been speaking to.
Sam Padmore.
I was saying like this, the people who do this stuff need celebrating, they need highlighting, they need coming on to podcast style like this so people can find out like how much goes into it and how much effort it takes to be positive.
Days and nights, 12 hours. And yeah, that's my normal job, 4 or 5 days at a time there. And I literally finished that on me, and then I'm literally switching over to basically my other job, which is unpaid for, as well as trying to recharge myself. And yeah, it's quite difficult. I don't think a lot of the times you see all the sessions that go on and all the effort that goes to them. You don't see all the effort that goes on in the background, all the compliance we're having to keep up with, the meetings we're having to do to try and grow. A couple of months ago, so every now and again we'll do a challenge to try and raise some funds for us. Our kitty. It was in February this year we done it, and it was a 24-hour walk and talk. So we walked from Sefton Park in Liverpool, through to Widnes, through to Runcorn, round into Chester, all the way back up round the Wirral Way for 24 hours continuously, and we finished at Liso Lighthouse.
Oh, that's a big walk.
About 60 mile. We done in 24 hours. Yeah, it was.
How much did you raise?
So we raised just over $3,000.
That's boss.
For what we put into the community. So
you do.
yeah, for what we do. So it all goes back, obviously, buys new equipment for our gym sessions, buys footballs, bibs, pays for the pitches, just all stuff like that.
But all those things, right, that you're talking about, so all those bibs, all them pictures, like they keep up to 100 people well, don't they? That's the thing, innit?
Yeah, every week there's anywhere between 50 to 100 people. Even like the detox session we do on a Friday, that's completely free of charge for the lads to come down. There's only 6 to 8 slots because there's not a lot of space there, but that's our slot every week. We pay for that ourselves. So I don't know if you've been, but it's around £10 to £15.
Yeah.
We don't take anything from anyone to come down. Sometimes there's a waiting list. You might not be able to go that week. You have to come the week after. But like that comes all out of that's what we raise money for, so we can that to lads so that they can come down, try something new, boost the resilience in that sort of way.
Yeah, and I just think it's like sometimes it's good to be on stuff like this, and that this is again why Instagram's amazing and that, but it's short bites. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes hearing like the full conversation, the full story, the amount of effort that goes in, sometimes that's what people need to hear, isn't it? Because that's the real, that's the full. And sometimes with like social media, you get the good news, you get all the boss stuff, you get
It's a lot of work. It's fulfilling work, don't get me wrong. We all love it. We'd never change it. All the team thrive off what we do, and we all don't mind giving our time for nothing. We get a buzz off it. There's a term used since day one, positive selfishness, and that's basically, it's boss what we do and what we give back. But there's an element of positive selfishness in it. Like, it's made me grow as a person. It made me a better person. That's why I wanted to be so involved with it, because it does it. Everything I'm giving back feeds into me as well. It makes me a better person, makes me feel better about myself, helps me grow in situations. And it's just a brilliant community we've built, and we've been going 4 or 5 years now, and we're trying to stop slowing down.
It's karma as well, though, innit, Cam? Like, because I believe in karma and what you're putting out and all that, and I just think that karma will come back. Do you know what I mean? That's good. Those good things come back. I reckon. Like, I've just got a belief that all the good you put out will come back at some point, and it's just we already know it. We're just waiting for it to come back. Do you know what I mean? To us, just believe it's there. Right? Okay. I've kept your ages here. So, what would you say at the minute? Right.
I think first and foremost, I reckon there's chances to meet new people. As I said, there's 5, 6 different sessions. I didn't touch on this before, but I tend to lead the hikes we do. Between once every 4 and 6 weeks, we'll do an outdoor hike. So I'll lead that. That's part of my role. So there's all these different sessions to cover all these different areas. If you're feeling lonely and you feel like you need to connect with other men, other young lads, come and get involved with what we do. There's something there which appeals to you, and if not, try something new. Push your boundaries a little bit. I feel like when you're in a situation where you're in a bit of a rut and you don't know what to do, and the best thing you can do is step out your comfort zone, as hard as it is. Put yourself in a scenario that you don't know how you're going to react, because you might end up loving it.
Mm-hmm. And it's like that's the thing that you probably don't want to do the most in it when you're at that vulnerable kind of state. You don't want to challenge yourself. You want to stay safe. It's all about like fight or flight and staying safe in it. But what you're saying is do the opposite. Try something different. Be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I mean, being uncomfortable is a change in state, innit? Do you know what I mean? So change in state is what you need, essentially, innit?
Yeah, try and face your fears head on. Usually, if you're fearful of trying something new or doing something, that's an indication you should go and do it. If you're getting butterflies at the thought of doing it, like, I'll hold my hand up the thought of coming on here before. I was sat there before thinking, I am bricking it here. I had this fear doing it because I've never done this before.
Well, you've never talked before. We're just talking.
No, but I don't know. It's just because it felt like it was live, and I'm like in my own head. And then I come on, it's like, what was I fearful for? It's no different. Sitting down having a conversation and a coffee, it's recorded. Yeah,
I think this is the future. So it's like, do you listen to podcasts and that, Cam?
Quite a lot, yeah. Quite a lot.
So that this is so if you like listen to podcasts a lot, it's just that, isn't it? It's just people talking. It's just people telling their version of the truth and hoping that connects with someone else and that. And bloody hell, I mean, you could do this for a living, probably, mate.
I'd love to do this for a living and get out as well.
Right, okay, so you've give that message to someone who might be struggling for purpose.
We've got a link tree website, which I can't off the top of my head remember that, but it's on the Instagram. The main point of 18 to 35, the main sort of age range we work with. Basically, everyone's got Instagram, or they know someone who's got Instagram. So if you are wanting to get involved, drop us a DM on Instagram, either the Roaring Meal directly or any of us who show that we are from Roaring Meal, such as myself, such as Barney Hunt, such as Dylan Bullis, 2 fitness coaches who work with us, any of the team. If you come across their Instagram and see they share Roaring Meal, drop them a message how to get involved. And then from there, there's a couple of forms we get you to fill out online. Take 5 minutes if that to fill the 2 or 3 in. It's just like a participation idea. So what sort of before you get involved in any sessions, just a waiver. So if you do get involved in any sessions, just to cover us, if you were to get injured, just to say you've participated here off your own back.
Yeah.
And then usually if there's a certain specific session you're interested in, the coach or the lead from that session will be directly in touch with you. So say, for example, someone was interested in coming down one of the hikes, I would directly get in touch with them, then speak them through it, talk them through it, ask if they've done anything like that before, and then find out if there's any barriers to them participating in the session with us.
Yeah, amazing. And yeah, very, very clear what you're doing, very, very clear about the benefits. Again, I'm 43, but yous are good, because I was like, I could do this. I can hike with these lads.
As I said, I know our main age range tends to be 18 to 35, but we've had men come down on the walk and talk before 40, 50, 60. We've had men come into the session, lads turn up with a footy. We're open to all age ranges, anything 18 plus. You're welcome to come as long as you're male. But as I said, our age range we tend to work with tend to be in that, so we tend to target that age.
What is it that you think? I lost my best mate to suicide, and I've lost people throughout my life to suicide, and family members to suicide. What is it with men, mate? That what is that? Do you think?
There's that stigma that men don't talk. There's that old school stigma that you're a man, you should be this, you shouldn't be that, you don't complain about your problems. And I think even sometimes, I was speaking to a man in the sauna, a lad in the sauna before, and he mentioned that I'm having a hard time to the missus. You go, oh, there we go. And it's like, there's that stigma as well, even from people's partners sometimes. So I think we just need to try and break that stigma that men do have emotions, men do cry, men do get upset, men do struggle, and it's okay. We are there. We need to speak to each other, and that's why the men's only community we have at Roaring Meal works, because it's men in similar situations to what you're going through. So you can come down, you can connect with someone. You might not even need to speak directly about what you're doing. Someone might be going through something similar, and you go, I connect with that. That's what you're doing. Or this 1 hour session you've took out your day to come down and spend time with us and just boost your mood, and you go, you know what, it's not all doom and gloom. I need this once a week. Let's keep going.
And also I think there's men who we feel like we have you're not allowed to not have mates as well in it. So it's almost like the social thing. It's like men. There's a stigma attached to having no mates, isn't there? It's like as you get older, so I'm 43, you get I've got mates but they get less and less as you get older. So you start off in your life with loads of mates, and then decade by decade they drop one by one, and then you end up with a few. But then if they move away, or if they have kids or whatever, you end up with one. Then you can end up with none. And I've got no mates, and I can't say I've got no mates. I can't admit it.
You get
man.
Mates, and obviously, if you want to try and better yourself, you're in a rut. Go in the pub to try and meet people is probably not the best idea for you. You need to try and find a way to build new circles and stuff that uplifts you in positive ways and positive reinforcements of who you are. And that's why I think what we do at Roaring Meal is brilliant, because it gives men that space to come and try something new, connect with other men who are wanting to push themselves in better ways. There's a lot of it's based around building resilience and getting fitter. You start to do that, your confidence is going to improve, your energy levels improve, how you feel, how you wake up, everything will just improve in your life. And it's just like such a knock-on effect from something so small. The evidence for physical exercise correlating to boosting mental health is massive. We're only just starting to talk about it a lot more in the last few years, but it's always been there, but we're starting to see it really now in society, and it's boss to see.
Do you know what I think is boss to see as well? So on this app so far, we've had so many kind of female businesses and female kind of support groups like this, but specifically for females, which is amazing because women need the same. But I think it's so nice to have an alternative and have like that space for men as well. So no one's forgotten about because again, there's space for all of us. There's space for all of us to have a support group. There's space for women to have support groups. There's space for men. This is Wirral. Our job is to like look after each other in our groups, in our whatever, but like not compete against each other and say men don't need this or women, it's only women that need support groups. No, everyone needs it. I deliver training in homeless services to teams, and they're going through like real stress dealing with people who are like, you know, at the end of their life, suicidal themselves. We all need that space to talk. We all need connection. We all need to. I just think it's really nice for the Wirral app to have that dual perspective now, because I think we've always had that female presence on the site, which I'm grateful for. But I think it's nice to have that male perspective represented on the
I
site.
feel like women more so are more open to speaking. They always
Yeah.
do. They've got, say, when you go to hairdressers, the gathering,
The
they've
Gavin.
always had that sort of vibe. Men obviously haven't. Men don't tend to. I've never really been like that, and I think we need to. That's something we can learn from women, that speak to each other, be open with each other. I'm very blessed. I went to school with 12, 13 years ago. A couple of us are all involved in Raw and Real, so we have a very good connection, and I've always been very open with each other and can just pick up the phone or go for a coffee or go for a pint and easily what's going on when you're going through some shit. Not a lot of lads are like that, and it's like, you should all be like that. You shouldn't be scared to talk about what's going on with your friends, because one, if your friends aren't going to be there for you and they're not going to listen or going to give you shit for it, well, you need to get some new friends, because they're not really your friends. But if they're really your friends, they're going to be there, they're going to support you, they're going to go, all right, they might have had a similar situation happen, that they can go, oh, well, when I was in this helped, or what can I do to help you? Sometimes someone to listen.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes friendships are based around, like, so with my experience and my background, friendships that you think of friendships are based around drugs and alcohol. Do you know what I mean? So it's like only your mates if we're drinking together, only your mates if we're snorting beats together. So like what people think of their friendships are friendships based around very, very unhelpful, destructive kind of like behaviors that you've got in common. And yeah, so that's what I've kind of seen in me life and in me work actually. And it's been those people that have had negative side effects, you know what I mean? And some have unfortunately lost their lives to suicide. And that's how I think that's why it's so important to me what you're doing, really, which is the most we've ever had, Cam. So no pressure, by the way.
Come on, fire some questions over.
I just give us something, do you know what I mean? So we've actually got what you're smashing it by, but I'm no good at math. I haven't got any questions coming up in the chat. But oh yeah, how's the 7th
mindset and all that?
Right.
It's so challenging to commit to it, because you've got the morning and afternoon workout, plus one being outdoors, plus the diet, plus the food aspect of it, of eating very clean, no processed sugars, no this, no that, no sweets, all that.
So you've got to turn into a monk.
Yeah, it's a very disciplined challenge, and it's very difficult. I've never attempted it as of yet. But,
are you going to?
Well, now Scott seems to think I'm doing it. Maybe it's on the horizon somewhere.
I reckon so. This sounds like the beginning of that challenge, doesn't it, for some reason?
Maybe we'll see.
Right, okay. I'm going to leave you to it now because we've had 45 minutes. I just want to say massive thank you. I can't believe that you're absolutely natural at it, man. You're just a natural talker. So you are always welcome to come and talk about whatever you are doing on this platform whenever you want. And how's the word of the day challenge going? Scott said.
Good. So today,
is there a way that you can use a word that you've learned to say goodbye? Yeah, in a sentence.
I'll keep me response grandiloquent. So I'm going now. See you later.
Love it, mate. Amazing. Thank you so much.
How do we get out?